Gucci. Oh God, let's never say that again.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Welcome back to our podcast, Unapologetic Introverts. I was going to say at gmail.com.
Close.
You're waiting for me to say, I'm Aaron.
Yeah, I am. And I'm Jade.
I'm hungover feeling.
Aaron just got heavily tattooed.
Yes, like 6.5 hours, Katie called it.
Yeah. That's good. We got mine fixed.
Yeah.
Not that.
No.
Touched up.
Not
Touched
fixed.
up.
There was nothing wrong with that bad boy.
No.
Your skin probably was like, I'm giving up on holding red right now because.
And part of the black, it was like, fuck you.
Yeah, it happens. Sometimes your body kicks in and is just like, we're going to reject this right now.
They're like, why are you putting foreign things into my skin? Stop that, please.
Yeah, this isn't a weird romance novel, but it stuff and things. How was your Christmas?
It's good. Got lots of books.
Jealous.
Went and then bought books with book gift cards.
It's even better.
Ate a lot of stuff. I didn't eat a lot of my own treats, to be honest. I still have a freezer full.
I ate a lot of your treats when you first gave them to me, and then I was like, I need to stop.
Need to savor these.
I'm a monster.
You're not a monster.
I'm a magic bar monster. Like the cookie monster for magic bars.
We are both horizontal. I'm horizontal because I think I have heartburn.
Why? Me too.
No,
well, maybe not heartburn.
I'm going to call it heartburn. I don't really know what it is.
It's fine. Maybe we're both dying. It's cool.
Yeah. Possibly. This is possible.
Got a cool tattoo, so.
You did.
My Christmas was
decent,
you know.
Did you go to movies?
No, but we did rent we purchased Beetlejuice.
Oh.
And Beetlejuice.
Nice.
And watched them both. Well, me and my mom did anyways. Yeah. The guys were not interested, so I was like, okay, whatever. It's fine. There was nothing on at the theaters. Like, absolutely.
Oh, really?
Like, the Christmas movie of the year is now Nosferatu. Like, come on.
Yeah, that was
just weird, and apparently mixed things about that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to the theaters to watch Nosferatu with my parents.
Fair. This is fair.
Apparently there's mustaches and dongs involved. So, yeah. Christmas was good. Very minimal, which I'm actually kind of grateful for. I don't like receiving too many things because I already have so much crap. So it's like, what can you give me? You know, give you some peace and quiet once in a while.
This is good. Yes. We enjoy peace and quiet.
Yes. And you're going to provide for us, since you're, starting your new book haul, your final book update.
Yes. So I know I gave one last year. Technically, this is not wrong. Last episode, and it was less. So it's my total count for 2024 was 45 books.
Damn.
Coming in at 19,853 pages.
Holy.
My shortest book, I can't remember what it was when I said it last time, but it is now My December Darling by Laura Nasher.
Oh.
At 252.
Oh, that was almost the last one you read, right? Because that was Christmas kind of
I had
book?
3 Christmas ones. I think I did this one first, and then I did How My Neighbor Stole Christmas, and then I did Window Shopping.
Okay.
Or I might have left the How My Neighbor Stole Christmas till last, but we enjoy a cheesy little Christmas rom-com. 10 out of 10.
Gotcha.
Would recommend. We love it.
I'm skipping over. I'll talk about the top 5 dogs of 2024 next chat, because I have to remember it all, and right now I'm not in the thing. But I did save this really interesting slice of information, which now has me a little bit concerned. That half print, half cursive writing is indicative of trauma. Okay, that's fair. It's commonly among serial killers.
Yes.
That's not good for me.
I have heard this many a times, and that is how I write if I'm like in a rush.
I didn't know this, and apparently the style is called print script.
Yeah.
And then it has something to do with points of the writer being led by their intuition. Okay, well, that's fair, but why are we automatically jumping into serial killers?
Who knows?
Maybe serial killers just don't have time to do full cursive scripts.
Yeah, they're busy killing.
Right? Murders. All over. Anyways, so we find out in 2025 if Aaron's actually a serial killer or just super lazy at writing.
It's probably the latter.
Take bets. It's cool. And today obviously we've already talked about it, but got a tattoo. 6.5 hours worth of sweet baby ink.
Oh, it's so crisp.
It's so awesome. And that was by Katie.
Yes.
At Clever Creature Tattoo in Toronto.
10 out of 10. Worth the drive.
Yes, worth it. Worth money. Worth drive.
And everyone in the studio is so nice.
Everybody is fantastic.
It was so chill. It's always so chill. We've been there twice, but it's always so chill.
It's always so chill. Honestly, twice is enough.
Yeah. And when this comes out, the vlog of whatever the fuck we filmed today will be out. So
yeah, I have to send that all that stuff to you.
That's okay.
And I don't know if you can make ends of it.
There might not be a TikTok, but there'll definitely be like a little shitty little vlog.
It's fine. There might be a TikTok.
For the memes, yeah. Maybe.
I didn't do an ending one.
Ending one. I got shots of it at the end. I also just didn't want to be in Kate's face.
Yeah,
I didn't because there was other people getting tattooed.
Yeah, exactly. That's okay.
But
no, I just meant I didn't get any shots of us driving home, so.
Oh, that's okay.
So I got most of the day in TikTok view, so we should be good.
That's okay.
Exclamation marks.
We bought the tickets.
Explain what that means to those listening.
If you're just jumping onto this episode, Aaron mentioned 2 episodes ago.
2 or last episode? I can't remember.
I think it was 2, and then we discussed it last episode even more.
Yes, we made the plans.
That Hosier was coming to Canada, and I went, where? And she goes, PEI, and I went, what do you mean? There is a music festival called Samo Festival in Cavendish, PEI, and Hosier is headlining on the Sunday. So we were him and hawing, and then was it last Saturday? I was like, so are we doing this? And you were like, yep. And I was like, cool, okay, I already got a hotel picked out. Okay, hotel booked. Okay, tickets done.
Nailed it.
So we're going to PEI in the summer. The end of summer. September.
So good.
If anyone is listening and would like to go, it's September 13th to 14th. I don't think anyone else has been announced as we're recording this yet, but he is headlining on the 14th.
You better not cancel.
I will
I would be so mad.
We're still in PEI.
It's still a cool trip, right?
Yeah.
So.
And last year they had a bunch of names that I knew.
Yeah.
And I've never even heard of this festival.
I know. It's like PEI holding out on us. But
literally.
You know what? Maybe that's important. You don't want the price to go up too much.
Fair.
Just in case we decide to do it again.
Yes. Well, if we decide to do it again, we'll just buy them earlier when they're lower.
True.
But yeah, so we have tickets. We are going to PEI. We're finally leaving. Well, mostly just Jade is leaving the province, and it's not going to be Quebec.
Yep.
I'm excited.
We're going to another province. Out of the 14?
I don't know how many we have.
Remember, geography was a blur.
Yeah, no thank you.
I'm super excited for this.
I know, I'm so excited.
It's going to be so fun. Though I'm another plane trip. Jeez, what am I doing with my life? Anyway,
it's
excited
only
to
2
go.
hours, which is crazy to me. I'm like, oh, it takes 2 hours to get to, we're going to fly into Halifax probably because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
It takes 2 hours to get to Halifax, and it takes 2 hours to get to Florida.
Yep.
Canada's massive.
Also takes 16 hours to drive there. So
yeah. Again, only takes 21 to get to Florida. It's crazy. But it only takes 3.5 to 4 hours to drive around the island.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. What I was gonna do? Shower thoughts.
Yeah. Just to kick us off with the new year with some weird, funky thoughts.
Man, I looked up shower thoughts, and the first thing not the first thing, but the third thing down was shower porn. Thanks, Reddit.
Oh, okay. Not the kind of vibe we're throwing out there today. Or ever.
No. We're reading shower thoughts, and this is by My Richie Haynes. And they say Coca-Cola puts original taste on their products, but no one can actually verify this.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Very casual. Very casual. Thanks. What did I say? My Richie Haynes.
Yeah.
And Daylist?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Okay, let's see.
Hop on it. Oh, my Spotify just full out crashed.
Sick.
That's a good sign.
Oh,
It's like you've listened to Sleep Token way too much. Time to blow up.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Heartbroken Crying Friday night. Kicking off 2025 real special Spotify.
Accurate.
You listen to folksy and soft pop on Fridays at night. Here's some heartbroken crying, breakup, sad girl, heartache, and pumpkin spice. I'm really pissed off that pumpkin spice is not clickable.
Oh
In the main one, we've got some T-Swizzle, Harry Styles, Noah Cyrus, Niall Horan, Kay. Let's go into Sad Girl.
Oof.
Love of My Life by Harry Styles. All right, cool. Kick it off. If the World Was Ending by JP Sachs and Julia Michaels. Right Where You Left Me by Taylor Swift. All right, cool.
So good. So good. We're doing so well.
Literally all I've been listening to is like Sleep Token. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I think we talk about crying too much.
Sadness.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Mine is exactly what you think it would be. It's called Progressive Metal Concrete Jungle Friday Night.
You always get the fun ones.
Yeah, right? I've listened to progressive metal and dark on Fridays.
Just dark.
Just the word dark. Here's some progressive metal, concrete jungle, acoustic, modern metal. I don't know what this means. Degent and animalistic.
Like degenerate
I don't know.
type situation?
Just says degent.
Okay.
Whatever that means.
That's weird.
All of this is literally like the favorite things that I listen to.
Okay, love.
Sleep Token, Bad Omens, Breakaway, Spirit Box, I See Stars, more Sleep Token, more Bad Omens. It's just basically
What we listen to on the drive
all of the things.
all day today.
All time.
Awesome.
Let's go into Degent.
Yeah. That's gotta be like degenerate.
Again, it's like all of the bangers. Almost everything is on my liked list. Starts off strong. Sleep Token, Bad Omens, Dayseeker.
Awesome.
Nothing More, Spirit Box. Like Caskets, like it's all here. We love it.
We do love.
One more, Animalistic. Because why not? Seriously, Sleep Token at the top of the... Yeah, I wonder why I was listening to Sleep Token like all day.
Literally.
The Home Team, can't go wrong with that.
Fair.
And Archers, Stand Atlantic, which I always get super confused with because you still listen to Chase Atlantic.
Oh, yeah.
And this band is called Stand Atlantic.
I do like Stand Atlantic too.
It's like, why are we doing this?
The lead singer, her voice is insane.
Yeah. And then Paris, which
love
we
Paris.
love. Oh, good times. Weird show, but good times.
Weird show?
Remember the weird show?
Sizzy Rocket.
Yeah. I'm not putting it down. I'm just saying
It was
a little
just
weird.
not what I was expecting.
It was a little bit yeah.
So, yeah. Fits her brand.
Definitely on brand.
Fits
for
her
sure.
brand. Today we are taking it easy because 1, it is 9 p.m. when we're recording this.
Yep.
2, it's been a long 2 weeks and I didn't know what to come up with for the opening for the new year.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So
I should have helped.
it's okay. You can help next week.
Gotcha. I think I have an idea, but
Yay.
I
We
won't give it
are
away.
looking at some more Am I the Asshole stories because everyone loves to hear these. And I figured there would be some holiday ones with it being the New Year and Christmas. And boy, was I right. So we've just, we've gathered
there's
some
some
stories.
total assholes out there for sure.
I pretty much just looked at titles and some of them are deemed assholes. Some of them are not, but I haven't read any of them like fully.
Okay, yeah, I haven't either. Mine was just like brief browsing with the answer.
Yeah.
And then some of them are actually long, I did see, but
Yeah.
I can always just paraphrase.
Do you want me to go first? Do you want to go first?
You go first.
Okay. So we're going to do the first one that I got here. Let's click on it. Thank you. So Reddit has deemed not the asshole. Will I be the asshole for not going to my husband's family Christmas?
Ooh.
This is from you, Nat90, or just Nat90. I don't know how to. Yep, it's just Nat90. That's how you read a username, Jade. Oh, I can already tell they're not an asshole. I am a first responder and have been for the last 3 years. My schedule is a rotating shift pattern, brackets days/nights. The pattern is consistent and I can tell you what days I'm working very far in advance. Because of this, I told my entire family last year that I would be working on Christmas this year and reminded them when we saw them. This is the first time I have had to work on Christmas. I'm so sorry, but also very thankful for your service.
Yes, thank you.
My side of the family understands, and we are celebrating with just my parents and siblings another day. Great. Awesome. Compromise. My husband's family is really into Christmas. Like everyone needs to be at, what's SIL's? Sister-in-laws,
yeah.
House at 8 a.m. to open presents together, and then we spend the entire day together. So when I asked if we could celebrate together on another day over the holidays, instead it got shut down with statements like, Christmas is on December 25th, or I don't understand. Can't you just ask for the day off? No, she's a first responder.
Doesn't happen.
So I let them know my husband and I won't be attending. Oh, no, sorry. He would be attending solo this year. This morning while I was at work, my husband, bracket, who works in 9 to 5 and is enjoying his day off, bracket, text me. It would be nice if you could come by for a couple hours tomorrow after work, ... I declined because 1, sister-in-law lives 90 minutes away. So that's 3 hours of driving. I would be driving home alone at night and not with the best weather. 2, my job can be very stressful and my social battery is drained by the time I get home. Fair.
Yeah. Like, why are these people such assholes?
3, we already agreed that it made more sense for me to stay home and to have him go to his parents' house on Christmas Eve so they could drive over in the morning together. We already have a plan in place? Well, my husband is pissed and thinks that I don't want to spend time with his family. He's been sending me passive-aggressive texts all day trying to guilt-trip me. We don't know how much time we have left with my parents. It's working because I feel like I'm letting everyone down and I don't want his family to think I don't want to spend Christmas with them. Will I be the asshole if I stuck to our original plan instead of making an effort to go see his family tomorrow after work? ETA. I'm locked out of commenting till January 2nd, so I'll reply here. Oh, okay. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to respond. I was really upset last night, and it's nice to get an outsider's perspective. One of the comments said, it's not the date, it's the day, and I'll be using that from now on. I like that.
Yeah, that is nice.
A couple of you guessed right. Yes, part of my job is answering 911 calls. My husband mostly understands of how our shifts work, but I usually get pushback on long weekends and celebrations. I've been trying to convince him to come in for an observation shift so he can finally understand, but he doesn't feel comfortable listening in on the calls. Okay, then you don't have an opinion.
Yeah, you're freaking out of it. Also, does he have to be your husband?
If you're not comfortable even going in to just observe, you don't get to have a complaint in the no. I haven't confirmed, but I think what may have caused him to even request my appearance is that his father, who is in his early stage of dementia, may have asked what time we were both coming over, forgetting I was not coming over. That's sad.
Yeah, that's sad. But
still,
if you are aware that they are in early stages of dementia, then you shouldn't be taking it with full heart. This person's obviously going to try and get together with the family. It just might not be the day of. Yeah. Also, if this person has early stage of dementia, are they going to remember that it's fucking Christmas anyways? Like you can always visit on a day that you're not putting yourself in danger for driving.
This shift schedule is still new to him and he hates showing up to the events without me and having to explain to everyone I'm not there because of working. This is definitely something we are going to have to work out before we try and have kids. Thanks everyone and Merry Christmas, especially to all my fellow first responders, healthcare workers, shift workers, and anyone who had to work a 24/7, 365 job. You are definitely not the asshole.
Pro tip, don't have kids with that person because if he's upset that you're working too much, what happens when the kids show up? He's going to be really upset when you're spending too much time trying to take care of the kids and he sees it as a traditional family and has no part in taking care of them. Sorry, that just triggered me. I was like, really? You're gaslighting your partner.
Definitely not the asshole.
Yeah, no, it
is the day, not the date.
Yes.
100%.
Your husband's family is kind of a bunch of assholes for that. Wow. What, to expect that when someone's actually giving their time to one of the most like hard jobs out there to listen to people calling. A lot of people think like 911 is like a lot of like, oh, missed call, you know, whoops. And yeah, I'm sure a majority of it can be like that.
Yeah.
But there's other times where it can be the most traumatizing call that you're on the end of when someone might be like literally at their last, like,
yeah,
that just frustrates me. Like, way to have no respect for the person you're freaking with.
Well, I hope they had a good Christmas.
Yeah, I hope it all went smooth, and you know, I hope this person worked it out. And obviously, things happen, and you work with your partner on it. But like, just I wouldn't be impressed.
No,
I think they need to stand up for themselves a little bit there.
Yeah,
not just get bowled over because of people's expectations. Make expectations of your own that people will respect your job and, you know, your position in life a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's, not clearly not the asshole.
No.
This one's, I guess, sort of short. I don't know. I haven't read it. I don't know if this person is going to be voted. What it is, because I just clicked it. Am I the asshole for refusing to pay for a gift my sister bought for our dad without including me? Instant response in my head is like, no. Like, you like, there's no effort there unless you have like a history of being like, yeah, sis, just buy him something and like, I'll split you on it or whatever. Yeah. Okay, so me, 23 female, and my sister, 22 female, have a close but often argumentative relationship. I feel you. She lived with me in my university city while working, and I helped her get a job at my workplace. Oof, that's a little too close to family for me.
Yeah.
She has poor financial habits. Here we go. Excessive shopping and asking for money at the end of the month. And my dad had to pay her rent despite his financial struggles, and my mom being unable to work due to health issues.
Oh my God.
After a few months, she abruptly moved back home, and I helped her clean and pack. She later stayed with me again for work, during which I paid for food, skincare, and even clothes, while also lending her the bus card.
Yikes.
Oof. On New Year's Day, we went home to celebrate our dad's birthday. Oh, wow. New Year's Day is your dad's birthday. That's a rough one.
Everyone's hungover trying to eat birthday cake.
Exactly. I wanted to buy him a gift, but my sister and mom discouraged me. At dinner, I finally got him to tell me what he wanted, earbuds. I told my sister we could buy it for him, and she agreed. 2 days later, while I was deep cleaning my parents' house, my sister went to the gym. She came back with a gift for my dad, but hadn't told me. She handed it to him and initially said it was from her, then corrected herself and said it was from both of us. I was upset because she hadn't included me in the process, yet expected me to pay for the half.
Yeah, no.
When I told her how I felt excluded, she dismissed my feelings, called me childish, and insulted me, saying I was lazy and commenting on my appearance. Frustrated.
What the hell?
I know. Frustrated, I told my family I'd leave the next day and needed space from her. My mom sided with her.
Ouch.
Saying it was fine because she had claimed the gift was from both of us. Am I the asshole for refusing to pay for the gift?
No, I think you paid for the gift a long time ago.
Yeah, in the form of a sister.
Like rent, skincare, clothes.
Taking care of your sister constantly. Oof.
It would even be different if she was out and got sent a text being like, "Okay, I'm picking up a gift for dad. You owe me this much."
Yeah,
it'd be totally different.
Let this person know that you're gonna gift. Like, I can see how initially it might have been confusing because it was like, "Oh, here's this cool idea. We could get dad this."
Yeah.
But like, maybe go out together and get it so you're both a part of that decision. You know.
Yeah, this is fair.
Now, here's the thing. Why I might be the asshole. My sister did mention that it was from both of us during her handing out the gift, and by refusing to pay, I may come off as ungrateful or petty, especially since it was a gift for our dad. Additionally, my reaction, leaving the next day and refusing to speak to her, might seem overly dramatic or emotional.
That's okay.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying, not the asshole. Tell your mom that you are not setting this kind of precedent.
Yeah, I don't think you're an asshole.
Again, another person that just needs to stand up for themselves and be like, I'm not taking your crap. Like, I get it's your family, but at the same time, you have to draw your line.
This is fair. 2025 is the year of boundaries.
Yes, boundaries, healthy boundaries.
Yeah. Friends, family, like situationships, relationships. Literally anyone. Coworkers, bosses.
Don't let people run over you.
Yeah. All right. This is from Miserable Bag 4746. Am I the asshole for not telling a man that the research he was mansplaining to me is my own? I don't normally post on Reddit, so please forgive me if I do this wrong. I, 33 female, work in a very small, technical, specific, male-dominated field. I won't give too much information on it, as I think you could easily find my identity if I did, but let's just say it's a subcategory of law. All right. I graduated 9 years ago. Bracket, for anyone wondering, the system in my country is different than the US, so I only studied for 5 years. Bracket. I don't know how long you're supposed to study law, so that's okay. And I'm now a lawyer as well as a researcher. I publish some work here and there, but nothing too major, and no one outside of that field knows my work. Yesterday, I went to the bar with a couple of friends who introduced me to one of their friends who works in the same field as me. I was pretty excited to meet him because it's rare to meet people who work in that field. He doesn't exactly do the same thing as I do. He's not a lawyer, but a legal advisor. But we work on the same topic, so naturally we started talking about our work. At one point, we were discussing a point on which we had different opinions, so I explained mine to him, and he replied by saying that my opinion was based on nothing, while his was based on the work of a professional. Bracket, you guessed it, me. He basically started explaining my work to me, but in a completely wrong way, and missed all of my points. I asked him if he was sure that's what the author meant, and he said that he was, because it was, quote unquote, pretty simple actually. Oh God. For another 20 minutes, he explained to me in all detail, like I was a first-year law student. I didn't say anything because it was pretty funny to watch him say things that were completely wrong with so much confidence. After the topic changed and the night went on, after that, the topic changed and the night went on, but at the end of the night, right before leaving, I decided to tell him that I was actually the person that wrote the work he had quoted, and he hadn't really understood it. He reacted very badly and got angry, and he told me that I had manipulated him to humiliate him. He yelled at me for not saying it was my work at the beginning. I simply replied that he had embarrassed himself and left. I woke up this morning to text from my friends saying I was wrong for causing drama and tension, that I could be nicer to their friend. I'm not sure if I'm in the wrong here. I mean, yes, I could have told them right away, but is it a big deal that I didn't? I'm not exactly sure. Am I the asshole?
No.
There is also an edit.
Uh-oh.
2 edits. Edit 1. I forgot to make this clear, and maybe it's a bit of a misunderstanding, but both conversations happened only between the two of us. We were the only ones talking about our work, and our friends weren't really there when I told him that I was the author. So it's not like I publicly humiliated him. The only thing, quote, embarrassing for him is that there was a woman seemed smarter than him, and I think that's what he had an issue with. Number 2, I've seen some comments claiming that this post was fake because that just doesn't happen, or I've seen many other stories where the same thing happens, or that's not realistic. I'm not trying to justify anything because I really don't care, but I just find it funny to see a lot of comments from women sharing similar stories, and then lots of comments from men saying it doesn't happen.
Oh my God.
I don't think you're an asshole.
No, definitely not. That guy was just mansplaining shit to
I
you
think it's
and
funny.
pulling it out of his ass. The best part about that story was you called him out on it. F all of your friends if they're gonna stand up on his side. Like you're an intelligent person.
She didn't do it in front of a lot of people. It was just to him. So he got too butthurt about it and then told his friends.
That's such a baby
I feel
move.
like if he was truly embarrassed, he wouldn't have told anyone, because that would just make it worse.
Baby move.
Reddit says not the a-hole, poo mode.
Yeah, definitely not the asshole.
No.
That guy was an asshole.
Yeah.
Especially for being some whiny tattletale. Snitch. Snitchers get stitches.
Snitches get stitches and end up in ditches.
That's what I would have texted my friend back. Snitches get stitches, bitches. Also, are they your friends or more his friends? I need to know more of that context, because if they're more his friends, stop dealing with them, because they believe the same thing that he does them.
It boggles my mind. If he was embarrassed, why did he go and tell his friends?
Yeah, if it was a private conversation, he probably just like, oh, your friend was like being a bitch to me, and then he didn't give any detail.
Yeah. I
would just vaguely was like, oh, your friend's a bitch. Like,
yeah. Who knows?
Being so mean to me. Cry in a corner. For women being smarter than you. Love that. You know? Burn the patriarchy.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're back to Christmas.
So am I after.
Okay. Would I be the asshole if I told a family friend that we don't want cookies as a gift for Christmas anymore?
No.
Context here. My brother and I, 30s male and female. Okay, so the brother.
They're both 30.
I hate when people type this stuff.
I know. I
it should be
can't.
my brother, 30 male, and I, 30 female or 30s, whatever. Don't want to embarrass themselves by saying I'm 33 or 35 or 37. Who fucking cares? They live together, and I'm going to switch back over. We don't have our parents left because they both died within our lifetime.
Oh,
Rip.
sorry.
One of our parents had a best friend who we will call Emily.
Okay.
60s female. Emily has been a wonderful family friend to my brother and me ever since we were kids. And she's become like a second mother to us. However, she's sent us cookies for the last few years as Christmas gifts. And these aren't homemade cookies.
Oh.
These are cookies from some catalog that taste honestly like cardboard.
There's a cookie catalog?
Apparently. I don't know. This is probably the States. So
they get everything.
They got popcorn catalogs. They got chocolate bar catalogs.
What the hell?
Nuts. And as a result, we don't eat them, and they expire to the point where they become unedible because they're insanely stale. And for me, I truly hate wasting food because it could have gone to people who are struggling.
She could have saved her money.
Yeah. I've tried to donate the cookies as soon as possible many times before, but schedules get in the way of everything, especially with holiday hours, and it gets lost in the mess. There's so many areas start either closing too early for us, or some events prevent us from donating. There's a very small time frame in which the cookies can be donated. From the sounds of these cookies,
get a dog.
They're already dead. So as a result, my brother and I concluded we have to tell Emily that while we appreciate the thought and all, we don't want any more of these cookies for Christmas, especially because we don't eat them. We feel bad for Emily because she spends her hard-earned money on a gift that goes to waste every year. And however, here's where I might be the asshole. I talked to my therapist about this, and she told me, but it's usually the thought that counts, and you might be hurting her feelings if you tell her. Now, to clarify, we're not going to ask her for another gift or anything. We just don't want her to waste all of her hard-earned money on stuff that we won't eat. We don't even mind not getting a gift. We just don't want the cookies anymore because they just go to waste. They taste awful, and we can't even find the time to donate them. So, Reddit, would I be the asshole for telling Emily in a polite manner that we don't want to eat the cookies anymore?
I think no.
Edit. Wow, I didn't expect this to blow up the way it did. I'll let my brother know about this information. As I said before, we literally don't want anything, but at least we can try to find a food pantry to give, or just a random single person to give them to. People said asshole.
No, I don't think you are, especially if they're coming from the perspective of, hey, we really appreciate this, but we don't want you to keep wasting your money.
Yeah.
I don't think that's being an asshole. That's like you telling me, Jade, thanks for the cookies. I don't want shortbread this year. That's fine.
That was what I basically said to you.
Yeah.
This is like, I'm not a shortbread fan.
Cool.
You might as well keep those and give them to people
Thanks
who
for
enjoy
letting me know.
shortbread.
Like, you know what I mean?
But on the other hand, all of your other goodies, I was like, that little box you gave me was gone in like 2 days. It was so good. And then I kept the little box so I could refill it with the magic bars out of the freezer.
There you go.
Yeah, it was great. It was a good strategy.
I don't think they're an asshole at all.
I think I lucked out on that though. Like, I'm just honest. But I mean, it depends how they break the news to her. She is in her 60s. She may take it like personally if you were to be like, yeah, like, I don't really want the cookies anymore. Like if you came on it like a wrong angle.
Yeah, you got to do it just right.
But like slip it into conversation throughout the year to be like, oh, Emily, it's been so nice of you to give us those cookies, but we don't end up eating them, or it's not a part of our diet, something, and it's been great, but maybe as an alternative, you could if you wanted to keep continuing to purchase the cookies, you could donate them to an organization for us. Yeah.
I don't think that's asshole-ish at all by any means.
Apparently rated.
Yeah. Huh. Wow.
Yeah, and then one of the jokes is, yes, steer her towards overpriced pears instead. At least those are very good.
All right.
Oh my God. I don't think these people read the post to the point where it's like they weren't asking for anything else.
And that's also the other thing. Like,
save your money.
Yeah.
I just found that really weird. I found that one on the way back. I was like, why is this worse than an asshole? They're like clearly trying to save someone money and effort.
Yeah. And it's not like it's some random neighbor, right? It's like they grew up with them. You think they would have a relationship where they wouldn't take it that terribly.
Yeah. At least, like, I want to say if it was a good family friend, they would almost have that relationship for at least 15 years worth of their lives.
Yeah,
right?
like, please, it's okay. We don't need cookies this year. Appreciate it, though. But, like, spend your money on you. Now,
if it's just one of those really awkward, like, family friend relationships, then, yeah, break it down a little bit softer.
Yeah.
Don't bring it up immediately after Christmas, you know?
No.
Let the time pass and then walk into it. And then there's, like, mid-year, like, less hard feelings about it. And then maybe she'll remember by Christmas to be like, oh, yeah, they didn't want any cookies, so I don't have to do this anymore.
Fair. This is fair. Here's a Christmas one. Am I the asshole for walking out on Christmas?
No, never.
This is from the closet.
Okay, walking out of the closet. We got it.
I'm not a very social person, and the holidays can be very taxing for me. Relatable. It's okay. My extended family is in town from all over the world. Wow. And for the past month, they've been here. It's been the biggest gathering in recent memory. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Can't relate with a small family.
I personally could, and I do almost every year, but we can talk about that after.
Every day there's a big group activity or meal with family. Myself and my husband work full-time at very stressful jobs, and we are also experiencing financial issues. Oh, sorry. So we were expected to join family functions while continuing to work, and we only had a few days off for Christmas. So they're normal people.
Oh, yeah. They're clearly just like people suffering through the world, like all of us.
Yeah. I try to set boundaries, but honestly, it's difficult because I'm the oldest of my siblings and I feel a lot of obligations and pressure. My husband has been on and off, reacting strangely. Sometimes he's in a terrible mood and doesn't want to talk or engage. When he's like this, he's impatient with me and he doesn't want to hear me vent about family or anything I might be upset about. Other times he seems okay. I know he's missing his own family, bracket they live in another country. And we made the choice not to fly to see them this Christmas because of finances. That sucks. Last night was Christmas Eve and the entire family is meant to unwrap gifts together. It's tradition. On the way there, I take my youngest cousin and husband to get ice cream. I get some for my mother too. When we get to the house, my mother immediately asks where the rest of the ice cream is and blames me for not getting enough for the entire party, although she knew I was going to the ice cream shop and hadn't clearly asked me to.
Yeah.
She just expects me to know these things. Everyone starts avoiding me. No, which is generally what happens when my mother and I get like this. For them, it's less drama with me being the scapegoat because it happens so often anyways. That fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I'm wandering around and my husband is in another room entirely talking to my younger cousin and brother. He says to me that what my mother did was messed up, but there's so many people there and I'm feeling socially anxious and tapped out, so I can't properly respond. I say I'm feeling overwhelmed and I just want to go somewhere quiet with him. I want to say more, but my husband is in a strange mood again and doesn't wait to let me finish. Ugh. He decides to leave me instead and play a game with the cousins across the room. I'm feeling totally isolated at this point. By the time my husband comes back, I'm at my breaking point and I just need to leave the house. I tell him that and walk out without him, and I actually go home. Feeling alone in a huge social gathering where everyone is avoiding me and where I've publicly been shamed is the worst feeling to me. Eventually, I go back, but it's hours later and everyone acts like nothing happened except for my husband. He says I crossed the line and he's not talking to me. Am I the asshole?
No, not even.
No.
I think none of those people in that whole entire party were emotionally, stable.
No, not the asshole. Reddit also agrees that you're not the asshole.
If Reddit called you an asshole for that, we have problems with the internet. That's absolutely shitty.
Yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry that your Christmas was
Everybody's
ruined.
Gaslighting you.
Literally.
Even your mother sounds toxic, sorry to say, but why didn't she just fucking go out and get ice cream?
The mom?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do it yourself. What are you, a child? Or there's these magical things called cell phones most people have to contact. Say, oh, you guys stopping for ice cream? Get me some. Don't get upset about it. Who cares? It's ice cream.
Yeah.
What's more important to you in your relationship? Your actual child or the fact that they didn't get you ice cream? That's like, priorities are messed up.
Rude.
So my theory on that is the mother is like a performative narcissist drama queen. And this poor person has had to suffer through that.
Yikes.
Yeah. And then on top of that, her husband's
red flags.
Red flags. That's not
That
right.
Sucks.
I mean, it was good of him to say to her originally that was messed up because like, oh, I'm supporting you in some way. But then to just go like emotionally stunt yourself, like when your partner needs you, like if your partner says to you like, I'm not feeling this, I need space, you say, okay, what can I do? Can you want me to go with you, or do you want to take the car and go for a ride, or like do you just want to go yourself and I will figure out what I'm gonna do? Like, you're like adults, right? They were adults, right?
Oh, I think so. They didn't give an age, but yeah, I think so.
Well, I could get it if they were like early 20s. That can be a really confusing, like authoritative like balance. Like you're always like at the whims of your parents, but by the time you're like 30, you should realize that you're an individual human being that has their own needs.
Yeah.
Oh,
everyone's having such a horrible Christmas.
Sounds like 2024 for people was just like a shit show.
It.
I'm hoping this is gonna be funny.
Okay.
This could be tragic and possibly another heartbreaking, terrible husband and wife scenario, but it is Christmas, so
you can end us on a possible funny note.
Who knows? We'll find out. It is about Elf on the Shelf. So.
Oh, okay.
Am I the asshole for throwing away the Elf on the Shelf and ruining Christmas in brackets? No. Quotations. I'm tired.
This is why this is the last one.
Ruining Christmas for my kids after my husband's prank. For context, I love how people were like, context, thank you. This year was the first time we would try the Elf on the Shelf with our kids. We have 3 kids, Lucas, who is 9 months, Andy, who is 8 months, and Claire, who is 5 years old.
Holy crap.
Oh, sorry. I hate this. 9 male.
Oh.
8 male.
Okay.
9 years old, 8 years old, and 5 years old.
Okay.
God, I hate this.
I was like, hold up. The math ain't mathin'.
No, the math is not mathin'. You're right. Where Lucas and Andy are from our past relationships. I can see this.
Okay, so we've got some like stepchildren in here.
Yep. Miles is her husband. He is male, 37.
Yeah.
And has accepted Andy as his.
Okay.
And so did she. She's 35 with Lucas.
Okay.
So they're each from different relationships.
They have 1 kid each and they share a child.
Yes. That seems like it.
Okay.
Every Christmas is special for Andy. His birthday. Why did you short form birthday?
How do you short form birthday?
BD.
Oh.
How does this generation? I swear to God. His birthday is on December 24th.
Oh.
Shitty time to have a birthday.
I feel sorry for you for having to give birth during the holidays. I feel sorry for the kid who's never going to have their own celebration. Ugh. So sorry.
His dad started a tradition where Santa would have consideration with him for being a kid of Christmas.
Santa considered him a kid of Christmas?
His dad started a tradition where Santa would have
considered him a kid of Christmas? I love when grammar is not used properly in Reddit.
This is so he feels magical and special at this time of the year. So.
Okay, we're saying that he's a kid of Christmas. Okay.
He's a kid of Christmas. I always try to give him that. And last year I left Santa Claus footsteps, ate a carrot, and then grass that he left for Rudolph. Stuff like that, you know.
Okay, cool. Okay. Cute. We like.
My husband doesn't think it's a good idea I do all that for him, and it's showing favoritism.
Well,
it's his freaking birthday.
It's his birthday, but also you're gonna see that anyways on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
That's what happens. Santa comes to houses, and the reindeer have carrots.
Don't get it. It's fine.
Okay.
So so we should shut it down because of my ex's decision to create a tradition without considering my other kids' feelings. So that was...
Oh, okay. So Andy is her child, and the new dad did not create this tradition.
No.
Old dad did.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that... Whatever.
So her husband's upset because this was another tradition that was created by her ex.
Yeah.
Crazy way to write all this. I understand now.
It's coming into view. I got it.
Okay. But he asked if we could do something else like the elf on the shelf. And I had no problem with it, but I didn't know how it worked.
Fair.
He explained to me very quickly, and since he was the one who offered, I let him do it. So we bought the cute elf, and the kids named it Bob.
Shut up.
Later, my husband explained to them they should behave and never touch Hold Bob if they don't want to be on the naughty list.
Fair.
At first, it was cute to see them spy on Bob.
Aww.
Try to see it fly each night, so move. And Andy was the most excited of all, and I found him one night talking with it, asking if Santa still remembered him.
Oh, my heart.
So cute.
And the elf is going to get thrown out.
Here we go. But my husband took seriously the behave or Bob would be naughty part. I guess Bob's gonna misbehave. Lucas was his first victim. Oh, this gets dark. Okay, this might actually be funny. I don't know.
It's still funny.
Lucas was his first victim after he didn't do his chores. The next day, his face was drawn with Sharpie markers.
I've seen this so many times on TikTok.
Then Claire, who touched Bob, and her fave onesie was destroyed. Oh my god.
Sir,
you're ruining your kids' lives.
It's one thing to draw on your child, but
apparently Bob had cut some pieces off of it while she was sleeping. Miles was having fun, but I couldn't see my kids. Miles, her husband, was having fun, but I could see my kids weren't. I talked to him about how we should lower the pranks, and he agreed, but wanted to catch Andy since he hadn't broke any rules.
Because Andy's a good boy. He's a child of Christmas.
And he believes in Santa.
Yeah.
I told him that Bob's supposed to tell Santa instead of being naughty.
Yeah, this is how the elf works. Also, you're not supposed to touch him or else he loses his magic. Isn't that what it is?
Yes. They argued and they finally agreed on it. Fast forward, it's Christmas Eve now. And in the afternoon, we had some of Andy's friends to celebrate his birthday.
Cute.
So the kids were playing in the backyard, but my husband looked suspicious.
Oh my gosh.
I'm actually reading this. This is like all short form.
Yeah.
It says, but my husband looks sus.
Fair.
I decided to look for Bob. It was supposed to be in the kitchen, but it wasn't there. I asked Miles where it was, and he told me, no idea. I started getting paranoid, but Andy asked me if we could cut the cake already. I put my best face on and went for it. The cake was in a box, and when Andy opened the box, he started crying.
No, I already know where this is going.
I take a look, and it's ruined. Bob was covered in all of it, appearing as though he had been eating the cake. Half of the cake wasn't even there anymore.
Come on.
Her husband starts laughing, and so did some of the other parents. Oh my god, she's gonna rage quit on him.
I would.
My blood is boiling, and I grab Bob and throw it in the trash. Then I grabbed Miles. We have a terrible argument. He calls me an asshole for what I did to Bob, that I've ruined it. And how are we supposed to keep the magic with our kids if I wasn't supposed to touch Bob?
Bro, you cannot destroy a kid's birthday cake on their birthday and blame it on the elf because you wanted to see them fuck up.
So hi everyone. This is edit number 1. Hi everyone. So the response has been really overwhelming. I'm sorry if it took me some time to answer, and I was kind of avoiding the post since I was conflicted by the possible outcome.
Fair.
I'm going through all the comments, blah, 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 blah. Here's some explanations. 1. Andy's dad is from Canada. He visits Andy every spring, summer, and on Christmas break. This year he stayed for his job, so he isn't an absent parent. Okay. So Andy's parent, still chill. It's fine. Co-parenting. All good. After Andy's birthday, I told Miles to get out of the house. And so he did. He spent Christmas with the in-laws. I stayed with the kids and all of them slept in Andy's room. Aww. My kids didn't want to leave his brother alone. The next morning, we opened the gifts and I made sure that Andy could feel special after what happened on his birthday. So I wrote a note from Bob saying that he is sorry if he scared him and his siblings. He didn't do his job correctly, so now I would be flying to the North Pole with Santa. And when he asked if Santa still remembered the kid of Christmas, he did. Santa was really happy to see him. My kids and I are okay. We are sleeping at my parents' house, and we would celebrate New Year's Eve here as well. Yes, Claire, the young one, was using the onesie while she was sleeping. My husband took the idea off a TikTok.
Of course he did.
And no, Andy didn't even do anything to be attacked by Bob.
Oh.
Not the asshole, but Jesus, there is something wrong with your husband. He wanted Andy to do something wrong so he could punish him. Things like destroying their clothes is not a prank. It's actually a punishment.
Yeah.
Your husband is literally hazing your children. That's nuts.
Oh, not the asshole. Definitely not the asshole for throwing Bob in the trash.
I mean, I think if the kids were a little bit older altogether,
yes,
it would be kind of cute and pranky. But
also,
like,
still don't cut their clothes.
Don't cut their clothes. That's fucking weird, especially if they're sleeping.
Yeah, no.
Husband red flags. Agreed. Yeah. Was some really.
I feel so bad for Andy.
I feel bad for all these people for Christmas. Like, holy suffering all over.
Oh, sadness. Hopefully their Christmases this year are better.
Yep. Thank you for that.
That was really fun. I still have more that we can read on the 4th.
We'll do one probably once every 2 months or something like that.
There's just so much.
There's so much. We'll find more funny ones.
Oh my god. You can't destroy a birthday cake.
Oh, at least pull out another one if you're gonna have a prank cake.
Like
the kid was so pumped for it, and then obviously the kid did nothing wrong.
Yeah, that's so sad.
The kid's now just thinking like, what did I do wrong, and why does Christmas hate me? Like, why is the elf so mean, right?
Like I'm turning 26. If I'm getting hyped and I'm like excited to have my birthday cake, if someone fucking ruined it at 26, I'd be pissed. I'd
probably cry after the fact.
Yeah. So,
but I don't eat birthday cake anyways. But you know what I mean.
Still. Oh,
I'd be mad.
Sorry, Andy.
Poor Andy. Well, happy birthday anyways, Andy. And
yeah.
Hopefully you got all the toys that you
hopefully all the kids got everything they asked for.
Hopefully your mom gets the alimony she deserves.
Fuck. Jeez.
Rough go in the land of people during 2024 holidays. Oof. Well, that was slightly depressing. Give back.
Yes.
Awesome. Mine is Damage by Lights. It's freaking good.
I love Lights.
So good. The new stuff. It's the Damage talking. It hits.
She would be really good to see.
Yeah, it hits so hard.
Mine is My Heart's Grave by, I don't know how to pronounce it though.
Fauzia?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's say Fauzia, maybe.
It came on when I was reading Caravel, I think. So it's nice and like fantasy-y.
We love that.
But yeah.
Closing out. I'm gonna do the closing.
We are first one of the year. You're so special.
Happy New Year. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are. If you're an alien listening to this, all the better.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to our first episode of
2025.
It has almost been. We're literally 10 episodes away, right?
We're
52 weeks in a year.
Yeah.
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 From a whole year of podcasting.
That's crazy.
Insane. And if we counted almost all of our skip weeks.
We didn't skip. We skipped 1 week.
We skipped 1 week.
1 week at Christmas.
We're not too bad then.
No.
Yeah. Thanks for listening so far. Thanks for being a part of it. And look forward to bringing you more entertaining things like my vlog. You can laugh at. It's so good. my Get Ready With Me, which is essentially me fast forwarding.
I'm so ready to see this.
Me making excuses for myself and going, okay. But thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, rate, subscribe, and follow the podcast.
Please.
So you don't miss any episodes. And you stay up to date with them. Like, you know, people who listen to podcasts do. Yeah. Right?
Sydney, if you're listening, how long did it take you to get to episode 42 since you were in Rome for 4 months?
Tell us, Sydney. Tell us. Also, please don't forget to share it. It's like literally not that hard to do. You just like put it on your like Instagram story or whatever. Anything. I don't know if YouTube has a share thing because I'm barely on YouTube, but if you are listening through YouTube, hit that share. Ding that bell.
Yeah.
What's on the YouTube thing?
Subscribe for YouTube, but you can have notifications on YouTube too.
Subscribe to our channel.
Please.
Share it with friends, family, coworkers, your enemies if you freaking hate us that much.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Maybe they'll like us.
We hope that everyone had a great New Year's. Everyone had a great morning or day, night, whatever it is. And thanks for listening. Yeah. We'll see you next week. Bye.